Misty, and we're going to do a Vinyasa class today. I hope you're doing well wherever you are, and thank you for joining me today. I know that for a lot of us, it just seems like this COVID-19 is going on, and yoga can really be so helpful in cultivating the conditions for good things to arise. The Yoga Sutra that I've been thinking about is Vitarka Badane Paripaksha Bhavanan. It means when disturbed by disturbing thoughts, and who isn't right now, cultivate the opposite. And the emphasis is on cultivate. And some of the things that we can do to cultivate, things like joy and peace and mindfulness, are yoga, this vinyasa practice, meditation, even if it's 3 minutes a day, and things like breath, pranayama. So these things aren't a one size fits all, but we'll try different things to help lay the foundation to kind of amend the soil of what we want to grow. So let's start by coming to a cross-legged position, easy pose, and just place your hands on your knees or your thighs. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down, and really root down into your sitting bones. So feel those two pointy bones at the base of the spine, rooting into the earth and really finding a strong foundation there. And let the spine rise up nice and tall, shoulders back. And we'll begin with pranayama, one of the breath practices that is very energizing and that I think will make you feel ready to go. So bring your hands up like this in cactus arms, and elbows should be about at shoulder height. And what we're going to do is we're going to turn to the left with an exhale through the nose, inhale to the right. So it'll be like a washing machine. All right, here we go. Arms up, fingers spread wide, energize, and we'll do this for about 1 minute. Here we go. Keep going. Twist and breathe. You're exhaling left and inhaling right, just warming up the spine, warming up the breath, getting a lot of flow into the breath here. Exhaling left, inhaling right. And let your head follow, so you're really kind of moving the upper torso. And if you get kind of confused, that's okay, I just did. So come back to the breath, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling. And if you need to slow down, you can slow down. The important part is that you keep the torso moving, you keep the breath strong and powerful. And when you exhale, see if you can get the belly button to come in. About 10 more of these. Go strong, smile, energize, root into those sitting bones, get stable and strong. Last 3, 2, and 1. Good. Release the hands down. Just rest them on your knees for a moment. And notice the energy, that kind of tingling feeling that is kind of awakened here with that breath. So just sit with that for a moment. And when you're ready, make your way to child's pose. So most of you that have practiced before know this pose as knees wide, toes touch, arms extend out in front, and let the head just rest down on the mat, maybe kind of move from side to side, just gently. And while you're in child's pose, take a moment to set an intention for our time together. Maybe setting an intention of what you would like to cultivate during this really challenging time. What would help you cultivate something in your life that could help joy and peace, love, compassion arise. So get that clearly in your mind's eye. Great. And when you're ready, bring your hands right underneath your shoulders, knees underneath the hips, and we'll do some cat-cows here. So dropping the belly on cow, inhaling, head comes up, reaches back toward the tailbone. Exhaling, press into your hands, arch the back, bring the belly button toward the spine. Inhaling and exhaling. Really learning to move with the breath, cultivating the breath as you move, staying with the breath with the movement. That's really the important part of yoga here. So inhaling as you drop the belly on cow, exhaling, really pressing all the air out. Last time, inhaling and exhaling. One more time here. Great. Come back to neutral. Take the right hand up, straight up. Maybe you look up. And then we're going to come to thread the needle. So you'll just thread that arm right underneath. Let the right cheek rest on the mat. And I like to tent my fingers in front of me so that I can twist open a little bit more. So take 3 breaths here. Breathe in and out. See if you can breathe into that left rib cage specifically. Breathing in all the way down to the bottom and exhale it out. Last time, breathe in and out. Great. Unthread that arm. And we're just going to kind of do some cat-cows, but we're going to move to the left and right. So bring your hips over to the left. Keep the arms right where they are. Come back in for a cow. Arch the back. And then over to the right. Sit down to the right side of your heels. Come back in for a cow. Exhale over to the left. Inhale, scoop it up for cow. And over to the right. Nice and long, good side stretch here. Come back to neutral. Plant the right hand now right underneath your shoulder. And on the inhale, like you're floating a wing up, open up that left arm nice and big. Good. And then come into that thread the needle on this side. So you'll drop your left cheek onto the mat. My hips are kind of far back here, so I'm going to maybe scoot forward a little more. I'll probably get a little more of a twist. Tent your fingers or press into your hand, either way, and see if you can give a nice little warm-up twist here to the spine. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. One more time, breathe in and out. Great. Come back to center. Press back onto your hands and knees. Take a look at your hands and make sure they're 5 pointed stars. So press into that first knuckle of all 10 fingers. Really feel yourself rooted here into the earth. And then make your way to downward facing dog. Whew, yeah. So pedal it out. So drop one knee and then the other. Just kind of investigating, checking out how the body feels today in this moment, which might be a lot different than yesterday and likely different than tomorrow. So just breathe into this space of here and now, dropping the heel, bending knee. Great. And then let both heels come down as far as possible. And then come up onto your tiptoes. Lift your hips up nice and high. Try to keep the hips right where they are, but lower the heels down. As far as they'll come comfortably right now. Great. And then let the ears kind of be on either. You should feel your biceps on either side of your ears. So that's the alignment that we want for down dog. Take 3 breaths here. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Beautiful. Now we're going to kind of tiptoe to the top of our mat. Nice and slowly. I'm going to turn towards you. But you're tiptoeing to the top of your mat. Let your head hang here. Maybe feet are about hip width distance apart. Great. Plant your right hand on the mat, and if your mat or the earth is too far away, just bring a book underneath you. Plant your hand there and open up to the left. Bend the knees if needed. No worries. We're just really warming up the spine here with some nice twist. Great. Bring the hand back down on the exhale. Plant the hand. Really root into that hand. Get strength there. Float the arm up. Look up to the right hand if it's okay on the neck. Great. Breathe. Feel that twist coming from the belly button. And then bring the hand back down. Inhale, halfway lift. So the head is really reaching forward. The tailbone is reaching back. Hands can be on the shins. They can be on the floor if you can keep your back nice and straight. But either way, wherever it feels good, this is halfway lift. Take an inhale and an exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift again. Beautiful. Exhale, forward fold. And one more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Draw the shoulder blades back together. And exhale, hands to the mat. Step the right leg back for low lunge. Great. Drop the knee down. And on the inhale, we'll reach out and up. Exhale, bring the hand down to either side of the foot. Lift that back knee. Send the front leg back for downward facing dog. Great. Inhale, lift the right leg up and draw it through for low lunge. Drop the back knee down, and on the inhale, reach the arms out and up, and we'll come into another twist here. So the left arm will come forward, the right arm will come back. Good. Take 3 breaths here. Breathe in and out. Maybe look back at the right hand, or you can look straight ahead or to the side. Last breath in. And windmill the arms down. Pop that back knee up. Come forward to forward fold. Good. Hang here for a moment. Maybe hold on to opposite elbows. Let the head be really heavy. Draw the hips forward and see if you can draw the thigh bones back. Great. Drag the hands up the front of the body. Keep the head hanging. When you're about at your knees, reach the arms out and up. All the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful. Let's do the other side. Inhale, extend the arms out and up, rise and shine. Exhale, bow forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step the left leg back, low lunge. Drop the back knee down. Inhale, reach the arms out and up. Great. Exhale, hands come all the way down. Plant the hands. Step that right leg back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up, and we'll draw it through for low lunge. Drop the back knee down. Inhale, float those arms, those angel wings up. And then the right arm will reach forward, the left arm is going to reach back. So you twist from the belly, maybe look to the side or look to the back. 3 breaths here. And extend energy through those beautiful arms that are an extension of the heart, the hands that do the work of compassion. Breathe into that. Inhale, back to center. Bring the hands down. Pop that back knee up. Step forward to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. One more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Dragging the hands up, the front of the body. When you get to the knees, float the arms out and up. Take a big inhale, maybe look up at your hands. Arch back really gently. Draw a line on the ceiling. Press the hips forward. Exhale, hands to heart center. Close the eyes. And just breathe. And feel your feet really rooted into the earth here. So feel all 4 corners of the feet pressed into the earth. The pad of the big toe. Extend the inner arch back. Press into the outer line of the foot from front to back. And breathe into this place of being rooted, standing in your power. This is mountain pose. Bring the hands down beside the hips so that the palms face forward. Keep the shoulders back so that the heart can really shine forward. And breathe into the fact, the truth, that you have everything you need and more for this moment. And from that place of being rooted in, let the arms extend out and up. Open the eyes if they're not. And exhale, forward fold. Great. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back for high plank. So if you're new to this practice, it's really important that you press away from the earth. So really push into your hands. And don't allow yourself to collapse into the wrists. Keep the arms nice and straight. Wrists are right underneath the shoulders. Drop down to your knees. And we'll do this for the first few times of coming into like a chaturanga. This is called puppy dog pose, but it's a really good warming up. So drop the knees down, and then you want to kind of have a straight spine from knees all the way to the crown of the head. Keep the elbows in, drop the chest and chin, keep the glutes up, keep the butt up, yeah. Chin is on the mat, looking forward, elbows beside the rib cage. Breathe here, good. Really press into your hands, keep the knees right where they are, come forward for cobra pose. So untuck the toes, keep the legs zipped up. That's it. And it's just a gentle lift here. So inhaling, you're lifting. Exhaling, you lower. Inhale, lift. This time look over your right shoulder. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, look over the left shoulder. A little bit of a twist here. Exhale, lower. Sit back onto your heels. Get a nice opening for that low back. Press into your hands. Downward facing dog. And see how this down dog's feeling compared to the first one. Good. And then walk to the top of your mat. If you hop or float to the top or crawl, doesn't matter. Just make your way to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, draw a line on the ground. We're coming into chair pose. And then once the arms get forward, bend the knees. lift the arms up. So they can be forward, they can be out if you have shoulder issues, but just let the arms kind of reach and the tailbone root down. Feet are really grounded on the earth here. Breathe here. Great. Breathe in and out. This is called thunderbolt pose because it builds some heat in the body. Yeah. Bring the hands to heart center. Bend over straight legs for forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back for that high plank. Drop down to the knees. Chest and chin comes forward or down to the earth. Elbows are in. Breathe into that kind of space. And then knees glued to the mat. Untuck the toes. Hinge forward to cobra, low cobra. Exhale, sit back on the heels. And downward facing dog. Good. I hope you're getting warmed up. I am. Great. Inhale, lift that right leg behind you. Maybe bend the knee and open up the hip. So if it feels okay to you, you can do some big circles here. One way. And then the other, reverse it. And then extend that leg back and straight behind you. Draw it through for low lunge. Great. So press your heel back. Notice that first. And then make sure that the alignment of the knee is right over the ankle. Plant your left hand on the earth. And for some of you, bringing your hand to your knee and twisting is plenty. Others might want to extend the arms straight up. So the arms are at 12 and 6. And you can look down, you can look to the side, you can look up, wherever it feels okay for you for this practice. So breathe here. Great. And then bring your right hand forward. Inhale, the left hand comes to meet it. You rise all the way up for crescent lunge. So drawing that right hip back, the left hip is drawing forward, and the arms are right beside the ears. Good. And I'm going to turn this way so that you can see this sequence, but you stay where you are. Good. Open up for warrior two. So arms are parallel to the earth. Check out your back foot, parallel to the back of your mat. And the right knee is tracking over the ankle and out. Good. So take some nice big breaths into this powerful posture, looking toward the right hand. Good. Take an inhale and an exhale. Inhale and an exhale. Extended side angle. So reach the left arm up and over. See if you can open up even more here. Use your elbow on your knee, on your thigh, to kind of press the side body open. Good. Breathing in and maybe reach your arm forward if that feels okay for you. Breathing in and out. Good. And then reverse triangle. Inhaling, lifting the left arm up and back. Front toes are pointed forward. Left arm is reaching down that back leg. You got it. So breathe here into that right rib cage. Really strong triangle pose. Good. Take one more inhale. Windmill the arms down. This time, you can either come to knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. So low push-up, untuck the toes, roll the shoulders back, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Beautiful. Take 5 breaths here. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. 2 more. Cultivate the breath, being strong with the breath. Here we go on the other side. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Bend the knee, open up that hip. You can do those big circles if you'd like. Just kind of opening them up and getting that synovial fluid moving in that big hip joint. Good. Extend the leg long behind you. Draw the knee through for low lunge. So if your foot doesn't get all the way to your hand, just kind of scooch it forward with your other hand. Good, so get planted here. Look at your right hand, make sure it's 5 pointed stars. Great. And then you're going to either bring your hand to your hip or to your knee and twist open. Great. And then maybe extend the arm up. You can look straight to the side, or you can look forward or down or up, whatever feels okay on your neck here. Perfect. Bring the left hand forward. On the next inhale, the right hand comes to meet it. Good. And then draw it on up for a crescent lunge. I'm going to turn this way so you can see. Great. And if it's kind of out of balance, just walk your left foot over a bit so you've got a little more space in the foundation. It's really from our foundation that we find strength. So make sure it's strong. Take an inhale. Open up for warrior 2. So check the back foot out. Press into the outer edge of the back foot, of the right edge, the knife edge of the right foot. Great. Arms are parallel. Shoulders are tracking right over the hips. And maybe gazing to the left. What is it that you are looking forward to? I know a lot of us are looking forward to just being together again. So breathe into that powerful place of community. Take one more breath in. And exhale, extended side angle. Left elbow comes down, right arm reaches up. And that's okay there as well, but you can reach it forward additionally. But the main thing is you're really wanting to open up. So see if you can get that right shoulder over the left. Good. Breathe into that. Strong legs. You've got this. You have everything you need for this moment. So breathe into that. You have everything you need. Next inhale, reverse triangle. Feels good to let go of holding. Bring the right hand down, the left arm up. Breathe into the left rib cage, really strong here. Good. See if you can direct the breath. Start cultivating this practice of moving the breath, moving the energy in the body. Strong foundation, draw energy up from earth. Beautiful. One more breath in. And exhale. Windmill the arms down. High plank. Either chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Low plank. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Woo. Pedal it out. Come on down to child's pose. Take a break. Just breathe and feel the rib cage expand and contract as you're in this resting posture, which, by the way, come to child's pose anytime you lose connection with your breath. Just come on down to child's pose and just rejoin when you're ready. No problem. So take a few breaths here. Come back to your intention for the class. What was that thing that you want to cultivate? Our bodies have such intuitive wisdom, and this practice of yoga helps us open up the energy, clear the pathway so that we can really be clear about our intentions and then living that out in the world. So take a couple more breaths. Good. And then when you're ready, press into your hands. Make your way back to downward facing dog. Resting posture also, it feels so good. So in down dog, draw the thigh bones like you're drawing them in and back. Keep the hips lifted high and the arms are strong. So press the earth away. You're pushing the earth away, and it'll help get your heels closer to the earth if they're not already there. And it's perfectly fine to have a micro bend in your knee. I practice with a little bend in my knee very often, so no worries there. Great. Inhale, look forward, and then make your way to the top of the mat. However you want to get there, hop, walk, float, forward fold. I'm going to turn towards you. Inhale, halfway lift, nice and long. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, remember how we came to chair pose before. Drag the hands on the earth so you're nice and low. Rise up, chair pose. Good. So this time we're going to come into prayer twist. Bring the hands to heart center. Tailbone is tucked. And bring the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. I'll turn this way. Good. So check out your left knee. If it's drawn forward, draw it back. Good. Twisting from the belly and then the rib cage. Good. Lift your left heel off of the mat. Take an inhale, and on the exhale, send it back. So you're in crescent lunge twist. Good. So eventually the hands come about to the heart space, but you really leverage your elbow, the strength of the torso, to move you around the spine. Perfect. Breathing. Release the hands to the inside of the front foot. Walk, drop the back knee down. And walk that front foot forward and out. This is runner's lunge. Whew. And you've got some options here. So you can stay right here, which is perfect, or you can come to the knife edge of that right foot. You'll feel this differently, more on the outer rim of the hip, or at least that's where I do, but everybody's body is different, so just notice what feels right for you. You can stay upright here, or you can drop down onto your forearms. Or some people might enjoy being down on the earth. I kind of like being on my forearms. You can put a book underneath your forearms here to bring the earth a little bit closer to you. Good. Take 3 more deep breaths here. So where you feel resistance, where you feel that tightness, see if you can send the breath there. Give it some energy. Prana is called life force. So send that life force to the place that might feel stuck or resisting. Breathe there. Good. Next inhale, walk your hands back under your shoulders. Bring that right foot flat on the earth. And we're going to come into side plank. So tuck your toes in the back. Lift the back knee. And here we go. Bring the right leg around. Turn over to the side. And extend the right arm up. And you can drop that left knee down for support. That's perfectly perfect. Whichever way you are, just keep the hips lifting high. Great. Bring the hand back down. Make your way to downward facing dog. Whew. Great. Breathe in and out. Breathe in. Let me hear a ha all the way across the land. Ha. One more time. Breathe in and ha. Great. Make your way to the top of the mat to forward fold. Great. Inhale, halfway lift, long. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sit down in chair pose. You got it. Bring the hands to heart center and we'll twist to the opposite side. So the right elbow is going to come to the outside of the left knee, and feel your hands really press into each other here. So push into the hands, make sure you're rooted on the earth, and twist belly button, rib cage, shoulders. Great. Lift that right heel up. Get ready, you know what's coming. Inhale, and on the exhale, shoot the right leg back. Stay in that twist and see if you can get some more space. Good. Inhaling, you lengthen, and exhaling, you find space. Move into the space you just made. Good. Next time, bring your hands down to the inside of that front foot. Drop the back knee. Walk the front foot forward and out. And again, here you can find whatever version suits you on this side. You can open up that knee coming to the knife edge of the left foot. You can stay upright like this, or drop down onto your forearms, onto a book, whatever suits you for this practice. You know, twisting is obviously the focus of this class. We've done a lot of twisting, but it's so powerful in kind of wringing out the old and allowing space for something new. So the body knows that when we begin to twist, we are saying, hey, make space for something good to come. We're getting rid of the old thoughts, the old ways, the old energy that might be stuck, and we're making way for something wonderful. Great. If you're on your forearms on the next inhale, bring the hands back under your shoulders. Front foot is flat. Tuck the back toes. Here we go. So press into your hands. The right arm is going to be the foundation for side plank. Inhale, lift that back leg, send the front leg back, and extend the arm up. Maybe dropping down to your knee to get a little more support. Great. Maybe looking up at your hand. Beautiful. Hands to the mat. Downward facing dog. Child's pose. Take a rest. Beautiful. Reset here. So reset. Find your breath again. Come back to your intention. Yoga is a wonderful practice for stretching out the body, but it's really a wonderful practice for stretching out the mind. So when you're in these poses, you know, informing the body of your intention is really important and is a powerful practice. So breathe into that. Great. Downward facing dog, please. And then make your way, however you want, to the top of the mat and forward fold. And let the head hang here. Just really let it go. It's hard for some of us to let our heads go, but try. Shake the head yes, shake the head no. And my personal favorite, shake the head I don't know. Good. And then really slowly press into your feet. Roll up the spine. Shoulders come up, back, and down. Great. We're going to come into one of my favorite poses, tree pose. So some of you know this pose, but kind of stay with everyone, stay with my cues as we move into it step by step. We're going to start with envisioning what we want the tree to be. So I want you to close your eyes while you're here and imagine your roots of the feet growing into the floor that you're standing on. Bring your hands to prayer at heart center. And let that left root grow even deeper. Pour the weight into the left leg. It's nice and strong. It's going to be our tree trunk. Good. And then begin to grow the tree. So bring the right foot to your ankle. And this might be where you're practicing today. The knee is really continues to move out and back. And then maybe you draw your foot into your calf and the knee is moving out and back. Good. This is a great place to practice as well. If you want to bring the foot up into the groin, that's fine. Bring the hands back to prayer. I want you to imagine that the weather is changing and the wind is blowing. Extend your branches. But you are strong. You are the tree that is rooted in strength, rooted in the earth, rooted in all good things. Take one more breath here. Bring the hands back to heart center. And wherever you are, bring the knee forward. Release the foot down. Shake it out. Good. So let's do that on the other side. Hands to heart center. Root the feet down. Really see, envision that root going deep into the earth. Long, deep, strong roots. Spread the toes. And then bring the left foot onto the ankle. And then maybe it comes to the calf. And if you'd like, you can bring it into, into the groin here. Staying strong in that standing leg. If you fall out of it, just come on back to wherever you want to practice. Hands at heart center. Extending your branches. And today the sun is shining. Actually, it's snowing here in Colorado. Crazy. But the sun is shining and you are growing and you're taking it all in. Beautiful. Take 2 more breaths here. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Hands back to heart center. Knee comes forward. Release it down. Shake it out. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Great. So now we're going to come on to downward dog. So just bring your hands down and I'm going to turn towards you. Reset with the breath. And we're going to jump into yogi squat. So take an inhale. Look forward, bend your knees, and on the exhale, come into yogi squat. Yep, and you can kind of move from left to right here. The important thing is that your heels are on the earth. Let your elbows press the knees out. Great. That's it. And guess what? We're going to twist again. So bring the right hand to the outside of the right foot. Good. And I like to get my elbow really lower than my shin here. And then on the inhale, you're going to reach the left arm up. Twisting, twisting, twisting. Keep the knees moving back and out. Great. 2 more breaths. Come back to center. Sit up nice and tall, Mula Bandh. So that lower lock, see if you can seal that. So if you're sitting way down like this, see if you can lift up a little bit and come to a really strong yogi squat here. Great. So we're going to move to the other side. The left hand's going to come out. Elbow is pretty much below the shin, but your knee is pressing into the back of the tricep. And on the inhale, float that angel wing up. Maybe looking up. Remember, on the inhale, you make space. And on the exhale, you move into the space you just made. Good. Take 2 more breaths here. And back to center. Beautiful. Bring the hands down in front of you. Turn the toes forward. Wide leg forward fold. That feels fantastic. Good. And you can kind of shake the hips out here a little bit. Toe heel the feet a little bit wider. Good. Hands should be right underneath the shoulders. Bring the hands to the hips. On the inhale, slowly, slowly, slowly rise up. Extend the arms up and out, 5-pointed star. Extending energy from the heart space all the way down to both feet, into the hands, little sparkly hand. Good. Close your eyes. Take 3 deep, regenerating breaths here. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Good. Open your eyes if they're closed and hop back to center. Perfect. Come on down to seated on your mat. Yay! Time to be seated. Good. So if you have a blanket, it's kind of nice to put it underneath your sitting bones because it tilts the pelvis forward. And we want the hips to be tilted forward. It helps keep the spine nice and straight. So extend your left leg long and bring your right knee close in here. Good. Flex the front foot. So feel the pinky edges of the toe coming back toward the face. Great. So you're sitting nice and tall. You're holding on to your shin. Take your left arm around your right knee. Inhale, extend the right arm up. And then right hand comes behind you like a little kickstand. And use that to help straighten you up even taller. Take an inhale, and on the exhale, twist. Wringing out what's old, bringing in the new. Inhaling, exhaling, twist. Such a good for the internal organs. It's just a great massage for the organs and helps the fresh blood flow there. So really give it your all. Inhale and twist. Great. And then come back to center. Just do a gentle counter twist to the other side. Plant your left hand down and extend your right arm up on the inhale. On the exhale, reach toward that extended leg, head to knee pose. So you can stay right there. You can bend your knee, is perfectly fine. It kind of brings your foot closer to you. People tell me all the time they can't reach their toes, but I guarantee them that they can. So press your heel forward, your toes back. And if you have it available, you can hold on with both hands to that extended leg and drop the head down. Try to keep the knee, like drawing that right knee in. Good. And then roll back up. Take your right foot, and you're going to, this is called rock the baby. So bring your right foot into your left elbow crease there, and your right arm will come around the outside of your right thigh, and just rock the baby. Good. This feels so awesome on us people that have tight hips, or if you're a runner, an athlete. This is a great, easy posture to do that helps move in some synovial fluid and just gently open up and encourage the hips to open up. Great. And if you want to kiss the baby, you can do that. And then just let your foot rest in that hip crease. And this is one thing that I do almost every morning just to gently kind of open my body up and say, hey, wake up. So just lift the knee and lower it toward the earth. And yours might not go very far. Mine sometimes goes far and sometimes it doesn't. It doesn't matter. You're just lifting and gently encouraging the body to open. Good. Beautiful. That feels great, doesn't it? Good. And you do about 10 or 15 of those. Perfect. And then extend that leg out, shake it out. Again, I'm going to reset here and get up on my blanket. We're going to come into Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. Stack pose comes first. So hands are right beside the hips. Press into the earth and see how that makes the spine nice and tall. Look at your toes. Bring those pinky edges of the toes back towards you. Take an inhale. Reach up nice and high. Get some space here. Good. And exhale. Just slowly come forward about 20, 30 degrees. Take another inhale. Come forward a little bit more. Take another inhale. It's all about the breath. Come forward almost to your feet. And if you're not reaching your feet, no worries. It's fine to come to your shins, to the back of your calves. Next inhale, come as far as you'd like to be in this, and bring your hands, if it's available, around your feet. Flex the feet back, press the heels away. And if your hands don't reach your feet, again, you can bend your knees a lot and just begin to work the heels away. Great. And then lower the head down. Nice opening in the hamstrings. If you have a lot of space here and room to go, then you can bring the elbows out and come even deeper into this posture. Breathing into the back body now. Next inhale, use your hands to help press you back to a seated pose, and we'll do the other side. So bringing the left knee in now, sitting up nice and tall. Great. Squeeze the knee in nice and tight. Beautiful. Wrap the right arm around, and on the inhale, extend that left arm up tall. Bring it behind you. Take an inhale. See if you can find just a millimeter more of space, and then twist. So twisting from the belly button, rib cage, shoulder blade, maybe turning the head back if that's okay on the neck. Looking back at all the things that have brought you to this moment, where you have everything you need and more, by the way. Blessing that road. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Great. Come back to center. Good. Keep that left hand pulling the knee in, sitting up nice and tall. And then bring your right hand beside you. Extend the left arm up on the inhale. Reach forward. Hold on to the bottom of that left foot. Bending the knee if necessary or feels good for today. And if you'd like, you can bring the other hand to the foot. And just draw the head to knee pose, or head to going toward the knee pose, I like to call it. So take some breaths here. Good. And then begin to roll up nice and slowly. Whew, good. And then we're gonna, of course, they're twins. So we're going, maybe they're not really twins. We'll rock the baby. My left hip is a lot tighter than my right, so I have to rock it a little differently. So go ahead and bring your left foot into your right elbow crease and just kind of wrap the lower leg with the hands, rocking the body gently. Great. And then kiss this baby on the head too. Perfect. And drop the foot down into the hip crease. The knee is just gently moving up and down. So again, you just kind of not force it at all, but just kind of guide the knee up and down. One day, knee, you're going to touch the earth. You might not know it now, but one day, I'm going to be patient with you. Great. Perfect. Great. So now extend both legs out and shake the legs out. Whew. And use the hands, kind of the fists, to sort of go on the outside and the inside of the legs, down the center, however it feels great on the hips. And then roll onto your bags. Good. Squeeze the knees in, kind of rock from side to side. And then do some knee circles. I like to roll my knees out first, and then the opposite direction. Kind of releases the low back there. Good. Give yourself a hug. And then plant the feet on the earth. So when I say plant the feet, I mean really find a space that feels like they are rooted into the earth. And they can stay there when we move the other part of the body. So I want you to really feel the feet rooted first. Bring your hands right beside your hips. And we're just going to gently move into some bridge poses. So just gently lifting first the tailbone on the inhale and lowering it down. So try not to come all the way up to bridge first. We're going to make our way. So now inhale, lift tailbone, low back, and lower down. Inhale, the tailbone comes up, the low back, little bit of mid back, and then lower down. Inhale, lift the tailbone, the low back, the mid back. And now maybe the shoulders walk underneath you a bit. And if you'd like, you can interlace the hands. This is a great posture to kind of open up the chest. If you've been sitting at a computer a lot, which I bet you have, this feels really great to just open up the shoulders, let the heart lift. So think about lifting the heart toward the chin, pushing into those feet, lifting into this beautiful posture of bridge. Breathing in and out. Offering up whatever doesn't serve you anymore. Just let it go. Great. One more breath here. Big breath. And on the exhale, release the hands. Roll down as slowly as you can until that last vertebrae touches on the earth. Bring the soles of the feet together, knees wide. Just place your right hand on your belly, your left hand on your heart. Connect with breath again here. See if you can feel the breath all the way down behind your right hand. So filling up the belly, letting go. Getting in touch with that heartbeat. Just taking some breaths here. Bring the hands to the outside of the thighs and just bring the knees back together. Use the hands to help do that. Great. Bring the knees in one more time. And then happy baby. If you've ever taken my class at CC, you know that Happy baby is a staple in my class. I love this pose. It just reminds me that, gosh, you look at babies and they are just carefree. The world is, COVID-19 doesn't really affect them. They just are happy and they're open to whatever, happens. So it'd be great if we could be a little more like happy babies. So your hands are on the inside of the arches of the feet. Draw the knees down and out. And then keep the right knee bent. Extend the left leg up. Archer's pose. And switch. Good. Do that 2 more times. That feels so great. And then bring both knees in and drop your feet to the outside edge of your mat now. Tee out your arms. Take an inhale. And on the exhale, drop your knees. Keep the feet wide. Just let the knees drop down. So there's going to be space between your knee and your foot. If you'd like, you can bring the left foot on top of the right knee. It helps draw that knee down, but not necessary. We're just getting a nice spinal twist here. And then turn your head to the right. If your foot is on top of the other knee, just go ahead and take it down. On the inhale, everyone draw your knees back to center. And exhale, drop down to the other side. So again, you can either keep your feet wide and the knees just go toward the earth. You can bring your right foot on top of the left knee and turn your head to the left. If you have your foot on top of the knee, just drop it down back onto the mat wide. Come back to center. Squeeze the knees in and kind of rock from left to right. And now do knee circles in the same direction. So the knees are moving together in one big circle and then in the opposite direction. I want you to hug yourself, give yourself the biggest hug of the day. So squeeze everything in. Squeeze your toes, squeeze your thighs, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your head, squeeze your eyes, your nose, your mouth up to your nose, your ears. Everything tight, tight, tight. Hold it there for 5. Tighter. 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Release to final Shavasana. We'll be here for just a couple of minutes. Feel free to stay longer if you have the time, but I'm going to be quiet for a couple of minutes. I'll let you know when we're going to close this part of the class, but you're welcome to stay longer and just come out when you're ready. Allow yourself to be heavy on the earth. Let yourself be held by strength, power, love that is our true nature. Be held in that. And rest. Again, if you have time to stay in Shavasana, please feel free to do that. But if you are ready to move on, then begin to bring some awareness to your breath. So feel the belly rise and fall. Bring full sonorous breath into the body. Gratitude for this breath, this moment. Bring the breath into the fingers and the toes, little wiggles, maybe wrist and ankle circles, just gentle movement. Move the head left and right on the mat. And then extend your arms over your head, reaching toward whatever wall is there, and your feet the opposite direction. So full body good morning stretch on the inhale, and just a ha exhale. Again, inhale, long, beautiful stretch, inhaling and exhaling. Bend your knees, roll over onto your right side or whichever side is facing the computer. Seed pose, so the knees are bent, the head is cradled in the arms. Looks like this if you're not sure. And take a moment here in seed pose to plant the thing that you want to grow. We've spent this hour cultivating the conditions for beautiful things to arise, to be grown in your life. So what is that thing that you would like to grow? And then take a moment to offer gratitude to someone in your life, someone who has blessed you, or maybe someone who has harmed you, even a stronger practice. A moment to offer gratitude. And then gratitude to yourself for showing up today for the practice. And then really slowly, try to keep your eyes closed as you make your way back to the seated posture that we had at the beginning. Easy pose, legs are crossed. Hands are at heart center, Anjali Mudra, and the head is bowed to the heart. So taking your time, when you get here, sit up nice and tall, keeping the head bowed. Vitarka Badane Pradipaksha Bhavanam. When disturbed by disturbing thoughts, cultivate the opposite. I thank you for cultivating the soil of greatness, of good things, of joy, of happiness, of peace and love. The light in me sees and honors the light in each of you. Namaste. Thank you all for joining me today. I hope to see you again. I'll be doing some yin practices and some vinyasa practices. Have a wonderful day.